Knives and sharp sticks are no match for a decent sidearm. Make sure you got your gear prepped. I ain't your mama. When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something, some contingency plan by Weyland Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source.
Here comes the fun part. We'll be visible from 140 clicks during re-entry, and we can't juke.
Fireteam, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honecker on the line for assist.
Just speaking to this. Okay. Hello?
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
Listen.
How many Xenos did Cynthia breed down here? Mierda!
What am I looking at here? Who built this?
There are holograms on the far end of the room. Might we investigate?
If you're quick. Weird gravity shit, remember?
Synthetic. Perhaps I can recover its final directives.
Grab the drives. Another swarm from behind!
before she perished, Cynthia had her forces scan carvings throughout the complex.
What for? Can you read them?
Not without the transliteration to begin from.
More carvings.
Drop a LiDAR scanner for S. She can work on a translation later.
Patching up. I got you. Aid kit's here.
There is a commonality. A sequence shared with the first set.
Motion in the walls! Scanner must have pissed him off somehow.
Bypassing damage.
How many Xenos are down here?
Grabbing ammo.
The exit is sealed by Wayland devices. A moment, please.
Xenos ain't waiting!
get human tech to work with this door?
Clearly, Weyland-Yutani studied this complex for years. Long before you arrived, Doctor.
Looks clear. Keep moving.
Sergeant, it is possible Cynthia's interest in these carvings is related to the anomaly.
Fire team, scan the carvings, fast, and be ready for bugs.
I fear there are no patterns I can match.
I knew it! Pissed off the Xenos! On your ass! Secure. Resume your advance.
What was Cynthia doing down here?
In her final moments, she suggested there was an existential threat to humanity here. One that synthetics were, perhaps, better suited to deal with.
Ambush.
There is a magnetic anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Fine. Last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
Patching up.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, fire team.
Those jars.
I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Xenos!
jars. That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. But there's so few. And empty. Where are the rest?
Grabbing ammo.
Major aesthetic shift. A personal area? Or a working site? Maybe?
Different construction, same spitters.
Bypassing damage.
Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Wayland equipment around it.
Fire team, secure the room! The door head's sealed.
Maybe there's a control system?
Rearming. Patching up. Aid kit's here.
Wayland-Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors. Fire team, rig a connection for Esther.
Rock.
Accessing the Wayland-Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by.
Sentry deployed.
I don't recognize this morph!
I believe I have found a transliteration key. Stand stand by. The door can be opened from this console, but it requires a series of commands. I am attempting to determine the requirements.
Bypassing them.
Grabbing ammo.
Big bugs! A mess of them!
I believe I have it.
Esther's got the door! Secure the room! That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility. Weyland-Yutani referred to them as the engineers. I believe Dr. Honecker finds my conclusions distressing. Perhaps I have made an error.
I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
Listen.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Incoming Xenos! Burn them down! at in here, Doc?
It could be, I mean, well, that structure... I have no idea.
Whoever built this, they sure as hell hate straight fucking lines. Gross. Bugs from the far side!
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Later, we got company. Watch behind!
Rearm me.
So, what's that on the ceiling?
Grabbing ammo.
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
We need a map of this place. These halls loop all over. Up top, what is... You have any visual?
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Secure the area first. Hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Deployed.
Bypassing damage.
I could only find a local map.
Grabbing
Please head up the ramp.
ammo. I got you. Aid kit's here.
Box on the bridge! Hose him down! Yo, Honecker, anything you can tell us about who built this place?
Huh. Well, all the metals are dark. That's interesting. They don't need to be. It may be an aesthetic choice.
Signals, get a camera on. Missed them.
I saw no evidence of Xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life? Or rats. Pala Station had rats.
Ambush.
burst of 511 kilo electron volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on. We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squishy thing in that room.
Enter the same sequence as the last instrumentality.
Rearming.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output.
Mind out.
Only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
Prowler.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the presumed control center?
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Let's rock.
And here we go. Signal's closing. Drone closing.
Bypassing deck.
Clear. How many of these we gotta kill, man?
I believe I have deciphered the controls. Try farthest left, lower right bottom, center top.
That's a big-ass door.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's Asset Zero. That's where we're headed, Fireteam. We've got to secure that alien ship. Shit's liable to get weird. An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Movement! Something new! What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Synths? No, they... Mierda. People! Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I didn't know. The company never told us about this place.
More from behind! Fucking hell, how many are there? here. You're nearly to the target.
Wait, Earth? Are they insane?
What's this?
Stand down. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them. Shut this thing down, Fireteam.
Try not to break anything, please?
Grabbing ammo.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Rearming.
More pathogen!
Data received. Analyzing recent pathing.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life. Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly. Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
Might we get a closer view of the hologram?
Incoming! Both sides! Move on.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Pretty on.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
The exit control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Another ass load of mutants! Clear the deck!
Bypassing deck.
Encryption is complex.
Grabbing ammo.
There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
Got one of Honecker's Leons in there!
This one is attacked. Stand by.
Pathogen coming from topside.
Pretty on me.
I can't believe how many have been infected.
Grabbing ammo.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Patching up. You see this?
Miss, is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Okay.
Idiomatically, energy capacitors. Access the control instrumentality.
Rearming. Aid kit's here.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
There, blow those two out. Seeing a blurry return. Probably a stalker.
Bypassing deck. Bypassing deck. Rebooting.
Things are getting hot.
Bypassing deck.
That one's dead.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Haven't seen any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence, bone, protective, withdraw.
Yes, you did it! 2 more just dropped!
fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too. Set us down in that hangar. Fireteam, prep for extract. Beers are on me.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat, but the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was... Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.
That must have been made by a member of the Weyland-Yutani team studying the ruins on LV-895. They're strange. The outermost you could mistake for something built by humans. Big slab stone construction. The only weird parts are the doors. The second section has the heads and statues. That's not stone. It looks like it, but samples show woven helical structures. Rigid collagens, aragonite, biopolymers. Bone. Genetically engineered, stronger than steel. Finally, there's the section of carbonized metal, the deepest and most advanced bits. Encased behind the metal are biological systems, nerves, and organs. I don't know what to make of it. It's like there's 2 or 3 different cultures, different technology levels. But there's a set of characters in all 3 sections. They translate something like, those who birth and kill. Esther says creator-destroyers is probably closer idiomatically. So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Pala Station experimented with. Weyland-Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs. And that was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial, unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime... Wow. That's genuine alien technology. You can touch it. It's real. This is a helmet from one of the ruin builders, right? What? Okay. From the suits And the statues, we can tell the engineers were biped and humanoid. Hands with fingers. A head with sensory organs. A lot. Like Earth life. Very human. But 3 meters tall. Giants. Look at the interior of that helmet. It looks like blood vessels. Glands? That isn't mechanical, not entirely. It's biotechnology. I wonder if all engineer equipment is like this.
Holy crap, you scanned a GEOS datapad? I haven't seen one of those since I signed up. They're a local brand on Gateway Station. Tower 6, level 33. They'd acquire parts from big companies, closeouts, auctions, and assemble them into gear the megacorporations would charge twice as much for. Somebody on Wayland's staff must be my neighbor. I'm from Gateway, born and raised. It's a primary orbital port for the United Americas built in 2030. We hold geosync over Quito, Ecuador, but we're an independent territory. 30,000 permanent residents, our own rep in the UA Assembly, and our own customs laws. Hey, if you happen to acquire one of those color-changing cats from LV-89, all requisitions come with free cornbread. I got an assload piled in the back. Nobody eats that shit.
How many combat drops have you... No, you know what? I don't care. Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Pala Station, at the base of the mountains to the west. You won't need any special gear. The environment is close enough to... Just remember...
Oh, I had something I wanted to tell you. Always, let's rack up the highest kill count in this whole damn battalion. sure it's a glorious day in the Corps somewhat. Regulation cornbread can... Let's rack up the highest kill count in this whole damn battalion. I'm sure it's a glorious day. Bring me back something nice. Oh, I had something I wanted to tell you. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission.